Hello, it's Monday, the 5th of August 2024. You're listening to the Diary of a Wannabe Writer, and I seem to be bouncing around everywhere at the moment because today's show, episode, whatever you want to call it, is brought to you from, central-ish London. I'm near a tube station, near tube stations Nine Elms, I think it's called, and Vauxhall, and, excuse me, quite close to the American Embassy because I basically have to get my American visa sorted out. So because I fly for an airline, when I fly into America, I don't have to do an ESTA like a tourist would. I have to have effectively a working visa that allows me to come into the country as an employee. And then I'm actually working as we leave the country as well. So it's a special visa that I have to get. It lasts 10 years. I have been working for the airline for just over 10 years, so that's why it's due now. So my appointment is early tomorrow morning, and that's obviously why I'm in London. Now, what I could have done was just got up stupidly early tomorrow and came in, but I don't like doing stuff like that, and also because I've never been to this embassy before, so I have very dim memories of the previous one 10 years ago, but this is in a different location. They've obviously moved the United States Embassy in the last 10 years. So I just wanted to get here the night before, and the little pub hotel, I won't name it today, but the pub hotel I'm staying in is literally a 10-minute walk from the embassy. So I checked into the hotel pub, had some food, and then went for a little walk just to make sure I knew where everything was. And I do, and I found it, and I know where the embassy is, and I know where I am in relation to it. So my appointment is at 7:30 tomorrow morning, so I shall leave here at 7. I'll be there by 10 past. So if it's not exactly where I think it will be, and I think it probably is, to be honest, I think I've found the entrance that I need to go through, it gives me time to find out exactly where I'm meant to go. So that's fun. Apparently, you occasionally see celebrities in the line doing this because celebrities have to get visas visas just like normal people. And I'm told I can't remember who it was, but apparently there was somebody quite famous in the line 10 years ago, although I confess it was somebody I hadn't heard of, which seems to be the way with me and work. So the very first celebrity I had in my first sort of 3 weeks of flying, and I'm not going to say who it was, but it was somebody I had literally never heard of. And I remember this little girl coming up to me, I was working in business class, and saying, "Oh, is that so-and-so from so-and-so?" And I'm like, well, I've no idea. So yes, yes, it was so-and-so from so-and-so, it turned out, but I literally had no idea who it was from what it was. Anyway, I've had a relatively productive day today. I haven't done any live streaming, but I woke up because I'm jet lagged, I woke up at 2 a.m, and thought about going back to sleep, but I'd gone to bed early because I was jet lagged. So I'd had a good night's sleep. So I basically decided to maybe do some work and see if I could get any more sleep. And so I actually finished writing the short story, the 60/40 Doctor Who Bill crossover, the next one that I want to put onto my website. I actually finished writing it this morning, or finished the first draft. And then I also did a read-through of it. Now, these are much easier to read through and edit than like a full novel. The thing came in at 5,000 words, so my shortest short story was 4,000 words, and my longest was 6,000, so it's somewhere in the middle. It's the fourth one in the series. I can't remember what the story's called off the top of my head, but as I've said before, it's set in 1982, and so it's literally a few months, or 18 months, depending on how you want to view it, before the Bill's pilot episode Wooden Top, and it's set between the Doctor Who stories, Time Flight, and Arc of Infinity, and the only Doctor Who character. And actually, this one, unusually, all the others have been from the point of view of a character from the Bill. This one is actually from mainly the main character point of view is Tegan Javanka, and it's her last flight as an employee of Air Australia. It says in Arc of Infinity that she got fired. Well, here's the story of how it happened, and you can partially blame a soon-to-be young police constable working at Sunhill called James Carver. And there's actually a little cameo by Frank Burnside right at the end. He gets one line right at the end of it. So I've really enjoyed writing it. I've done the screen read through, and I also did another screen read through of chapter 33. So next time I live stream, which I'm hoping will be tomorrow, I've got two things I can do. I've got the paper sign-off of chapter 33, and I might as well do the paper sign-off of this short story as well. And I'm going to try and get those done in the next couple of days, because then, firstly, I can publish the short story onto my website. I did want to try and do one every month, and I didn't do one in July, but this is my August one. And what's nice about that is if I want to do one in September, it gives me till basically the end of September to do it. Although at the moment I haven't had an idea for it. I mean, this idea came to me very late. But yeah, so I've done a bit of writing and two screen reads. So tomorrow I've got my appointment at 7:30. I hope to be home by not long after 11 o'clock, because basically as soon as I'm done, the place I'm staying in does breakfast, and I can have breakfast after I've done the embassy. So I shall do that. I shall check out as soon as I've had breakfast, catch the tube back to where I'm parked, drive home, should be home for 11 o'clock, and maybe I'll do a live stream. We shall see how I feel. But yes, once again, a productive day, and I think this is the 9th day on the trot that I've done, and I'm managing to keep Project August, having a podcast every day in August. It's still possible because it's only day 5, admittedly, but I've done one every day. So thank you for listening. I will be back hopefully at, well, not the same time tomorrow, probably earlier, because it's about 8 p.m. now. It'll hopefully be earlier tomorrow, but I will be back at some point tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxall. Thank you for tuning in to my random ramblings, and if you'd like to know more about me or my projects, visit my Linktree at linktr.ee/Richard Wright, capital R, capital W. Thank you for listening.